Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It is February. I think it was February last week too. Yes, it was. So it's the second week in February. How's everyone doing? Awesome, that's really good to hear. I had a semi-productive week. That I will show you all momentarily. Train of thought slipped. Yes. Got it. Okay. So I had a semi-productive week. I've got some haul to actually show as well. So we'll dive into our good old Q&A, and then we'll move along from there. Let's see. First, just Jules, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. Give it time, and eventually I'm sure you'll want to actually stitch it. But definitely wait until you're ready. I do not wash my fabric before stitching on it. I use a lot of hand dyes that aren't always color fast, so I generally don't wash them unless there's just no way around it. The Gentle Stitcher asks, do you know of a conversion for hair colors for Mirabilias, not the L&L one? And unfortunately, I don't. I think actually the L&L is the one I used the one time I did a hair conversion. There are a couple of Mirabilia conversion groups out there that have a lot of things in their files. So I think the next time I decide I'm going to do a hair conversion, that's probably where I'm going to go. And the second question, have you tried the ball-tipped needles available on Etsy? And if so, what do you think? I have not, primarily because they aren't available in petites. And I'm a floss miser, so I want to use every little bit of floss that I can. So that's the main reason I haven't. I'm very curious about them. If they made petites, I would be all over it. But I haven't seen petites available, so that's why. Little JMAS says, oh, that's interesting. On your giant Harry Potter, you used clips to hold excess. What kind are they? They're just good old hair clips. I don't really actually know what the technical name for these is. I always called them dragon faces, because that's what I thought they looked like. They're like dragons, like... So, that's what I call them, is dragon clips. And I use them all the time. And I've got some that are bigger. I like these longer the ones that are longer and thinner versus the ones that are about half that size, because they tend to hold more fabric and you don't tend to see the indents as much, especially on your softer fabrics. GWiz65 asks, can you add Kreinik over completed stitches? I'm stitching a Halloween pattern that has a moon, and now I'd like to give it some sparkle. Of course, I didn't think of it while I was stitching moon. The answer is, oh yeah. Depending on your fabric count, you'll either want to use, you can use a number 4. I actually find that if I'm over stitching and I'm just wanting a little sparkle, blending filament works best, or Rainbow Gallery's Sparkle Braid. Sparkle Braid is kind of halfway between blending filament and Kreinik number 4 in terms of thickness. It's really great to work with. That's what I used on all of my Soda Stitch ones. That's what I use for my metallics there, is I overstitch. Because I discovered if I do full metallic, that's too much. So yes, you totally can do that. And I think that's everything for today in terms of the Q&A. So, moving right along, I got my fabric of the month, and apparently I had to place another order for fabric that I'd forgotten about. So I got my fabric of the month from Leslie. This one is called Nessie, and it's on 32 count. linen. It's blue with some very vibrant sort of yellow-green, which is much more prominent in pictures than it is in person. So, there it is. I'm so excited for next month's that Rose Merta. That one's gonna be awesome when we get it. Alright. And then I got a piece of Black Magic, which is going to be for, I believe, at least that's the current plan, and it's much more red than this shows, is going to be for Belle from Brooks Books, when I get to that one. And then a piece of Tiramisu, which was her new neutral, and it's gorgeous. Right. So there's that. And then I ordered some credit. I ordered 15, which is chartreuse, because I was almost out, and I use that one a lot. I ordered Cat's Eye, because I needed it for Aurora, and I ordered 2 skeins, because I need it for a couple of different projects. And I've got 2 skeins already, or 2 spools. No clue where they are. So, I got this one, which is the High Luster Green. I think it's called Holly Green, but don't quote me on that, because it was on sale. And then I got another spool of pink, because I wasn't sure I had enough and I needed on Aurora. And then I got these 2, which are also for Aurora, which are Brazilianite and Blue Zircon. So, mostly I bought them for Aurora, but I filled in a couple of things that I needed, so. Ba-doop. Slide those back in there for now. Alright, so that was all of my haul. So at work, I have been working on the Common Thread from Jeanette Douglas. So here's where I'm at, and honestly, I'm not really enjoying this all that much. I really love the overall design. I think it's got some really, really beautiful things that I will definitely be, like, I definitely want to finish it, but I found myself not working on things as much as I could have been at work. So it's going to go back into the whip pile for now, and we will take a look and see what can replace it. All right. Let's see, Mirabilia Monday, I worked on Woodland Fairy, and I didn't get quite as much done as I would have liked, but I did at least get started on this side of the dress. So we're going to keep working on that. We have a thing with my in-laws tomorrow night, so I may not actually get to this one this week. But that's okay, because next Monday is a bank holiday, and I'll be off, so I will have the full day to stitch, so that'll kind of make up for that. Actually, we're gonna just go ahead and clip these, make sure they make it back up to the front of the, back up to the apartment with me. Then I was working on my William Morris this week, and didn't catch it in time. So this is actually what's going to go to work with me tomorrow to do my frogging. I added a stitch here, and it threw all that off. So I'm going to take that to work with me, reverse stitch, and then I will pick it back up after that. So, but I do have enough fabric. There's just a couple of stitches over here from being to the edge of the design. So I do have enough fabric, which was exciting to see. So, but I'm really loving it, and I love how it's looking. So I just gotta undo what I did. And lunch is a very good time to do that on, because it's mindless and I don't have to worry about a pattern in front of me. Again. So that's the William Morris. And then I worked on my Hufflepuff floral wreath, or floral crest, by Cross Stitch For You. So here is the full design. And I got the words done, which was my goal. I used Beehive from Weeks Dye Works for it. So that means after this, I will start in on the actual flowers. And I think it's going to move pretty quickly from there. So my tentative goal for next month is just going to be a page. And I'll start over here from the H. So it's going to be essentially the HU down and there. So we'll see. It may be one of those things that it may stitch fast enough that I may decide to go ahead and do a little bit more, but we'll see. Yeah, it's looking really good so far though. So that's, that was Hufflepuff Floral Crest. So, and here's the fabric in full. So, I'm enjoying it. And I can't wait to, and I'm going to finish this one in a hoop as well. So, right. And there's the bag for that. So, this week, I've got a couple of things I could work on. My first thought is I'm going to work on Longfellow's Round Tower, but I'm not really sure. We'll see. We'll see what I decide. I've got to take a shower and then kind of look at what I got. So anyhow, that's it for me for today. I hope everyone has a terrific week. It's my late week this week, so there may not be as much to update, but we'll see. And I will see you all next week.